and the elimination of harassment. In my view, the launch of this code opened a can of worms. There are things that used to happen in the work environment that did not have a name. You will see when we deal with bullying, everything and anything under the sun now falls under bullying, which means there has to be conversations, communication for all of us to understand what that means. I believe that this code has changed the employment landscape. South Africa's labor market is dynamic and is governed by a complex set of laws that are designed to protect employees and employers. These laws are frequently updated and reviewed. As we speak now, there is a process to amend and review some of the most important legislation. These laws are frequently updated and their interpretation can vary depending on the context. Basic understanding of the legislation might not be enough. There will be instances where you might need guidance, support from people like me, who is independent, to ensure compliance. You mitigate against risk and you foster a productive work environment. Anti-harassment in the workplace is not just a policy, it is leadership. Workplace harassment is not a legal issue, it is a leadership and human issue. I have conducted so many since this new code was launched. Investigations, awareness, training. I no longer chair disciplinary hearings, and I don't want to tell you why I've stopped, but I no longer do it. And I think as I'm getting older, I no longer have the patience to be sitting there and listening to people lie and pretend as if nothing's wrong. I cannot do that anymore. But what I've done is, based on my experience, is to be on the other side, guide employers in preparation for their cases, providing support and training. And otherwise, no, I can't do it. I can't. Anyway, since the introduction of the new code, this code is very clear. It's talking about elimination. You have a responsibility as ESCOM to put systems in place to eliminate harassment and to prevent it. Then compliance, in terms of this code, exposes directors and businesses, owners, to significant risk, and harassment claims can be escalated either to the CCMA, labor court. You might be sued if you have not addressed harassment the way the law requires you to do. There is an issue of reputational damage or fallout that can severely impact on the employee's retention. Investor confidence, broader stakeholder trust. I am active on social media, but I need to be specific. LinkedIn, because I find LinkedIn to be professional and sharing some of the information insofar as the workplace situation is concerned. I have seen so many posts from employees naming and shaming organizations, calling it by name. ESCOM has done this. In one post, the employee said, there was a meeting called by the CEO where the CFO was presenting. The CEO, in that process where the CEO was presenting, humiliated the CFO in front of the other employees, challenged the CEO in front of the employees. And this employee was saying, if this can happen at that level, who are we? And my view is, I always try the best I can, I'm not very good with technology, to say to people, why don't you raise these issues internally and allow the employer to deal with it before you go public? Because all you get when you go public is sympathy, not a solution. However, I understand there could be reasons, but I don't know what the reasons are. I'm speculating. So there are risks here if there's non-compliance. The new code on harassment is rooted in the Employment Equity Act, which talks about and prevent unfair discrimination and harassment in the workplace. This code was built on this foundation, dealing with and preventing any form of harassment. Harassment is defined as an unwanted conduct that impairs on the employee's dignity or create a hostile environment or intimidating or offensive workplace environment. Harassment may include so many things. The first one is saying physical abuse, verbal abuse, threats, intimidation, hostile teasing, insult, unjustifiable negative judgment, racist and sexist language. I have to tell you about this case that I did as well, because for me, this is how you illustrate what is actually going on.